What's up, guys? We got the car in the garage today because there's some hurricanes, three hurricanes on the way for Florida right now. So it is rainy and dark, but it's nice, it's cool, not too humid. So I ran to Harbor Freight yesterday. I got some extra things for the wire. Basic, real cheap stuff. Like I said, this is budget tuck. So I got these little clamps so that way I can hold up the harness under the fender in a safe spot where it's not going to get caught in anything. I got some grommets, just universal ones. I got a center punch because I'm tired of using my punching hammers. Some crimps, zip ties, and a couple flapper discs. That way we can clean up some stuff in the engine bay when it comes to that time. But for now, I'm gonna finish this. This is where I'm sitting right now. We got our ground distribution and our relay mounted up. They got good grounds. Now I'm going to clamp this up under here like so. Probably going to use those rib nuts and the clamps I got from Harbor Freight to run the clamp. I think I'm going to go right here. I would like to do two though, one down here and one over here. But let's get to it. It is finally done. So we got the driver's side harness all tucked and ran, loomed up. It is all good to go. Coming up through here, the door where I previously showed you guys, ran it up. We have a clamp here. The way I put these bolts in is I just use these rib nuts, same as I did for the relay and the ground distribution. So we got a harness running up along the fender. I'm still a little worried about this. I mean, for stock tires, it's really not gonna matter, but I do have a pair of slicks over there somewhere. And if this car ever needs them, we're going to add another clamp up in there. Anyways, it's running down here. These are my turn signals. These two wires are for the fan plug. Yeah, the fan plug. I'm not sure what side I'm going to have the radiator on, or what side I'm going to have the fan on the radiator. So I've just left these a little bit obnoxiously long with the plug zip tied onto them so that way I can figure it out later. These two go to the fog light and the horn, and then my headlights ran up through here. I did do this off camera just because it's not really anything that I really wanted to take the time to film. It just looked like, you know, like the hash slinging slasher got into here with an angle grinder. So instead of making it look like a factory hole like that side, that would be too complicated. I just filled it in, cut a hole with a Christmas tree bit. I'm going to put a grommet in there before this goes in for the final time. And that's it for the passenger side. So big progress. Looks good, looks clean. I can always tuck this down a little bit further and kind of wrap it up on itself if I wind up not needing that much wire showing, but regardless, very sleek with the expandable loom just while I'm using it. So that way the wires that are showing, the harness that is going to show, it's going to look really nice, really clean and professional. Just because I'm not doing a full tuck. You know, I'm keeping the fuse box up here. You know, this is a very modest tuck on the grand scheme of things. Anyways, now we got the passenger side to do. So we're gonna have to pull this through the grommet back there that goes through the firewall. I'm sure we're gonna have to depin all of these. It's probably gonna be a major pain, or no, I guess I can't really run it through there. That grommet looks big enough. Probably be able to make it. So I guess I'll hit you up when I got this harness out and dangling, and I'll show you where I run it through. I'm looking at this grommet here, and I knew I wanted to clean up the brake booster and master cylinder a little bit. I think they're good, but I think I want to take it out right now because I just don't want to fight or poke something through that grommet. It'd be a lot easier if I could just reach my hand down this way. So I just drained the brake fluid out of the master, I think we're just going to take this off real quick as a unit and take all these lines off the master to make it a little bit easier to get our clutch conversion, our hydro clutch conversion, and I know wire tuck done a little bit easier. Plus, I'm actually thinking about repainting the whole bay. I know I said that wasn't going to be a thing because this was a budget car, but I was looking at the roof and he had put like duct tape on it or something. I just put this on there because the hurricane's coming through and there's going to be a lot of storms this week. But there's tape left here for, I'm guessing, months to make this kind of damage. And I could take that down, but I mean, it's bad. And my neighbor, great guy, offered to let me use his air compressor. He's got like an 80 or 60 gallon compressor. So we might just be respraying the whole car the same color black. I don't think it really costs that much. I don't think it should put us over budget. Plus, I mean, that's not a thing that's going to happen right now. I mean, the engine bay is, obviously. But yeah, I think we might just respray the whole car. Because it doesn't really need that much body work. Should just have to get that clear coat down, buy a power sander, buy some nice clear, buy a good paint matched base coat from paint shop in town. I think it should be good to go. We do need to fix this though. That's dented in. I don't know if I can pull the other one off the green CRX because I don't think it has that dent there. We'll see. We will see. But as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to strap on that chest mount. Hopefully that'll work better than it did last time, so you guys don't have to look at my situation the whole video. Alright, so for removing the booster, I guess, I know we need to remove our pedals, our whole pedal bracket for the Hush Performance kit, which also involves removing the driver's side tube. So, I guess where we gotta start is we gotta take off this crossbar. Looks like it's holding everything semi together, and then the vent tube will come out, I believe. I'm probably gonna leave the heater cord, HVAC, whatever the fuck it is in there. And then we're gonna take the pedals out, and then we should be able to get to the brake booster, which is right back there really easily. Because right now it is not very easy to get to, and all this shit's gotta come out anyways. So I guess we get started. Just kidding, there's one more back here. Ah, fuck. There we go. Okay, so I couldn't do that with two hands, or I couldn't do that with one hand. Number uno. Got that bar out. So next, this looks like it is part of the chassis. Next, we'll go ahead and drop this HVAC tube. I'm not sure what all holds it in. I think it's just one or two bolts. Hopefully we'll be able to get this freaking booster out so we can continue the brake tuck. I guess this turned into a little bit more of a how to remove video. Plastic snaps. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to take the pedal assembly off, which is 6 bolts, I believe. They're all pretty easy to see. And then I'm also going to take off the booster, which is 4 bolts and connect it to the brake pedal. I mean, I'm not going to record it because they're all very easily accessible now. It was just a plastic snap and then the nut for the air tubes. We're going to have to figure out a way to get those air tubes back in with the Hush Performance Kit. I think if you run like a dryer vent line like you would for your house, I think you can use that to connect them, but we'll figure it out. I'd like to try to have some airflow coming through the driver's side vent, even if it's not a lot. So yeah. Bam. All right. So pedal assembly. I wound ahead to take up this hinge that holds the steering column in out from right here. It's pretty easy. It's just the 1 bolt, and then it's 4 bolts in the middle around the booster, and then the 6. So the other 2, 6 total for the whole pedal assembly. Now the booster should pull out freely, and we should have a little bit more room to work out in the bay. And we definitely have a lot more room if you need to loom anything in through here, like security systems or anything like that. I hate working on brakes because brake fluid is disgusting. Got a little bit deloomed, but let me tell you, this grommet took so much work to get out. That was insane. I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with that hole. I'm thinking if I just slice the grommet on this side, sealed up with maybe some like weather stripping adhesive, and then just replace it, and then maybe run the clutch line through there for the master. I think it's going to be the easiest way. I could weld that. I really don't want to. It's a pain in the ass spot, and it's not really somewhere you look a lot, especially with the master there and the lines coming down. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to weld it. I think I'm just going to slice it and then reseal that grommet. Try to do it as cleanly as possible to get those wires out of there and reuse it. But this is pretty much going to be the same deal as the other side. I'm going to run it through the grommet on the door jamb. Exactly the same as the other side. Run it up through the fender, extend what needs to be extended, and you guys know the rest. So I'm going to get to working on this. I got some time frames to meet. Tomorrow I need to get enough taken off of the car so my buddy can come help me test fit the engine and weld in the engine mounts for the Hassport mounts. I need to start getting prepped for paint too. So we got to finish this up tonight, and honestly I think I'm going to take off all the brake lines, and I think I'm just going to buy some Dash 3 stainless steel braided line. I think I can get like 10 feet for around 30 bucks or so, and the fittings probably be another $30-50, which oh well, it's just gonna be easier at this point, I think, to route them how I want. So I'm gonna get to work on this, and I'll give you guys some updates. Ladies and gents, we have a K24 Crx. Messed up a little bit, so I made the headlight pigtail that was supposed to be long short, and then I made the one that was supposed to be short long. I've been at it all day. Shit happens. Just gonna chop it and extend it. It's not really a big deal. So here's the passenger side, all finished and secured. I'm probably just gonna zip tie this down onto the hood latch wire, or yeah, that, or bring a little bit more out and maybe put another clamp right there. We will see. I might have to feed in more from inside because I don't want to put too much stress on those wires. Here's everything else. This is the one that was supposed to be long, but obviously you can see it's short. These wires here, the previous owner chopped these off for the windshield wiper fluid reservoir. These are the two sensors that goes on it. Why? I couldn't tell you. And we got our turn signals, fog lamp, and horn. And that is going to wrap it up. That is a K24 Crx as far as wires go. I'm pretty happy with the install. Came out pretty clean. Could always be better, you know, all those guys that rave about mil spec this, mil spec that. Trust me, like, after you see mil spec, like, firsthand, when you work on it, it's really nothing special. It breaks all the time. All the time it breaks. So I did it the way I know how, and the way that I've had good results with. But it is dark, my back hurts, I'm tired, I'm hungry. So I bid you adieu. I'm gonna go eat. Bye.